What's up, you guys? Welcome back and welcome if you're new. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the KBO Ranger, which is right here on my left side. The one right here on my right side is going to be the KBO Tornado, which we've done videos in the past with. You can check them out, description box below. But for today, we're going to be focusing on the Ranger. We're going to go over some testing, we're going to go over the specs, and we're going to go ahead and give you guys our honest opinion and review at the end. So make sure to stay tuned if you're interested. Let's go ahead and now get into the video. All right, you guys, so before we get into the testing, I want to talk about the specs on this thing. First question is going to be, is it heavy? It's a yes and a no. So if you're trying to carry it around, I'm not going to lie to you guys, it is a little on the heavier side. It weighs 77 pounds. And of course, you can do add-ons to this. So it's going to be roughly, I'd say, around 80 to 85 pounds if you do all the add-ons that you can purchase on this. So just keep that in mind. It is a little bit on the heavier side. But that being said, once you're on it, once you're riding it, it's not that bad. You don't feel it. It just sounds heavy, but it's not that bad. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is this does come with an LG battery. So it's awesome to know that they actually put a high quality battery onto it. And talking about the battery, we're gonna be testing out the battery life, of course, overall. First thing you're gonna notice on this specific bike compared to my other ones, the battery is actually hidden. So it's tucked inside of here. There's a cutout and it slides right in. It's super easy to take it out. It's super easy to put it in. But overall, the specs on the battery, it's going to be an LG battery. So it's awesome to know that KBO actually put a high quality battery in it. And it is an 840 watts per hour battery. So it charges in about 5 hours on a full charge. So that's pretty cool to know. And then another thing that I did want to tell you guys about this battery life, it does last you quite a while. So I know on my other bikes, I kind of now estimate on what the mileage is. For this one, they rated at about 35 to 60 plus miles. And the reason that I guess they say that, if I'm not mistaken, because from what I've seen from my previous bikes on this one, 35 miles is probably going to be just all electric, no pedal assist. And then whenever you do want to go 60 plus miles, I'm taking a guess, you have to do all pedal assist, electric pedal assist. Because it does kind of help out the battery when doing that. Of course, down the road, I'll go ahead and test that out and see if that's actually true. I know on my previous bikes, I've already done that testing and both of them were super accurate onto what the mileage said. So I'm pretty sure they're not lying about this one. This one does cost a little bit more, so keep that in mind. All right, you guys. So the next thing is going to be on the brakes. So these things are equipped with 180 millimeter disc rotors front and rear. So they're going to have a lot of stopping power, which stay tuned for the testing part because we're going to test that out, make sure if it's actually good or not. We're going to go over that, but overall they look super, super nice and aggressive. Once again, they are disc rotors. And then talking about that section there, you're going to also notice there's a white wall on these tires. So these are going to be CST 20-inch by 3-inch tires. These are road tires. These are a little bit thicker than your regular commuter bike. But this one is going to actually add a nice ride overall because as you can see versus my other bikes, this one doesn't have suspension on it. It's literally just like a road bike, nothing crazy to it. Feels super comfortable, which we're going to be testing out in bumps and stuff like that later in the video. All right, you guys, so the next thing we're going to be talking about is payload. So the payload on this bad boy is 400 pounds. So the cool thing about that is you can take, no matter if it's your big brother, little brother, doesn't matter. That's the cool thing about this. You could either use this as for your family bike to take the kids around, or you can also use it just as a, you know, a cargo bike. So say you want to get your groceries or you want to go buy some stuff, or say some of you guys do have like little scooters and you want to put them on there and go somewhere with it, you can go ahead and load this thing up, no problem. One thing I did want to let you know though, on the rear end right here where he's actually sitting on, the payload on that is going to be about 120 pounds. We've tested it out a little bit more and it's been fine, but the max load is supposed to be 120 pounds. And the front load, if you do get this add-on basket, which it is an add-on, we'll talk about that a little later, but that one is going to be a max load of 50 pounds. So keep that in mind when you're loading this up. But once again, this thing has great power.
Bye, YouTube.
Let's go up. Another thing you guys can add on to this bike is, I know it does come standard with the second seater back here, but you guys can actually purchase another rear rack Or you can also have the option to purchase the rear fence. The rear fence is going to be nice because that way if you do have someone sitting in the back, it kind of helps them out to be able to grab onto that. They're like grab handles. All right, you guys, so the next thing that I did want to talk about is this does have a built-in front headlight. If you guys did want to turn on your headlights, right here up top, there's going to be a button, and you hold that down to about 3 seconds. And then right here, it'll give you a light feature. So that just kind of shows that the light is on, and it should turn on the light. You guys can see there, it's now on. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it is supposedly a 48-volt battery, but it's not crazy bright. It does help out illuminate the night, so whenever you do want to go cycling at night. All right, you guys, so for the next thing that I wanted to talk about, it's going to be on the rear tail light. It does have a rear tail light right here, and whenever you do hit the brakes, it'll light up just like that. So that's freaking awesome. It's a nice safety feature to have. If you guys do want something brighter though to kind of stay on without the brake, I would recommend just buying one on Amazon or anything like that. But this is bright enough as far as when you're braking. Cool thing about this bike is it's actually like an actual bike, which I know the other ones also had this feature, but what I meant by that is it does have a 7-speed. So some bikes only have a 5-speed, 4-speed, 6-speed, but this one is actually equipped with the 7-speed Shimano system here. So it's awesome. Right here, you control it on the handlebar. You could go either up or down. I'm not gonna push it yet because I'm not cycling. I don't wanna mess the gears up, but that's freaking awesome to know that it has it. Another cool feature that it does come equipped with is gonna be front fenders and rear fenders as well. That's gonna help out, so that way if a little rock does come kick up, it's not gonna get you blind or your little partner that you have behind you blind as well. Super cool feature. So if you guys do go about that 60 miles, like I had said earlier, it's gonna come with a nice comfy seat from KBO. I'll be honest with you guys, I thought the one on my Tornado was comfortable, but I have to say, I think this one has it beat, even though they look about the same. They might be the same, it might be something mental, I don't know. The cool feature that this bad boy does have is gonna be a twist for the throttle, so that way you can go. And then this thing also has like a cruise feature. So of course, when you do wanna go, you push it all the way back and it'll take off. And now if you do just wanna cruise and keep it at a slower speed, there is a half throttle mode as well. It won't pull out all the power, but it'll keep you at a nice cruising speed. Another cool feature, but not so cool, is it does have an aluminum kickstand. So if you have to bring it down, this is why I said it's not that cool, but it is cool at the same time. You put it down and you bring the bike back, and there it is. It is also rust proof, so it shouldn't rust out over time because it is a nice grade aluminum. But the cool thing about having a double kickstand like that, say you put it down, the bike stays straight, so that way if you have things loaded up, it won't fall over like a regular kickstand. So if you guys do like that, that's going to be a cool feature for you.
Airplane.
This thing does also have a 750 watt brushless motor. If I'm not mistaken, from driving all the other ones to this one's very comparable to the Tornado, but I feel like this one's a little bit more torquey on the low end. So when you take off, it goes a lot faster. Overall, I think the Tornado is faster, but keep that in mind. The next cool feature that this comes with is it also comes in all the other bikes. I think it's standard. Come right over here and let me show you guys. It's gonna come with an LCD backlit display. As far as the controllers on how to turn it on, how to turn it off, headlights and stuff like that. So you're gonna notice right here, there's 3 buttons. So to turn on your LCD screen and the whole bike, all you do is hold it down for 3 seconds and it'll load up right here, which is gonna show you guys the odometer, it's gonna show you guys the speedometer, it's gonna show you guys your guys' pass. What that means is basically the modes on how fast you want the motor to go. As you guys can see, I have it on 5 right now because I wanna be super fast like lightning. On the pedal assist, you're gonna notice right here, right now it's set to 1. You can adjust it, it goes from 1 to 5. You can adjust it by going right here. You can either go up, all the way up to 5, or you can go down all the way to 0. When it's at 0, it's basically you pedaling yourself. Now when it's all the way up to 5, it's gonna be the fastest mode. That's usually what I leave it on, and then from there I just either cruise or push it all the way. So that's how you work that. And then up top right here, you're gonna have the battery, which is your energy bar. That'll show you if you guys have a full battery or it's dead. Right now I'm at full, so that way I can have a lot of fun and smiles. This thing is also equipped with an awesome looking bell. That way you let people know, get out of your way. Next question that you guys might have is what kind of riders should get this? So this bike is actually recommended for people that are 4 feet 11 inches to 6 feet 3 inches. So as long as you're in that range, this bike should suit your needs. I am pretty short. I'm about 5'5", 5'6", around there, and it actually does fit me very, very well. My KBO Tornado, on the other hand, I'm not gonna lie, that one's a little bit for taller people. I'm really short, so it's kind of hard to ride that. I'm a short king. All right, you guys, and the best thing about this is you do have a 2-year warranty with your purchase, and this thing does ship free for the lower 48 states. Another cool thing about these bad boys right here, if you can't afford it cash, you can actually finance it. So if you want to do that, you can go that route. I believe they use a company called Klarna. So if you want to purchase yours, you already know where to go. Click that link in the description box below. Let's go ahead and now get into the testing. You guys, so now for the best part, which I've been waiting for, and you guys have probably been waiting for as well, we're going to now get on to the testing of this bike. We're going to do a couple different things just to kind of see how this thing handles. So what I have right here in front of me is going to be a nice grassy hill, and it is pretty steep, at least for an electric bike. I've done this on the Tornado, I've done this on the Flip. So what I'm trying to do on these tests is kind of keep it the same, so that way if you guys watch those videos, you can also now watch this one and kind of compare and contrast and see what you actually want to buy. So right now what we're going to do is we're literally at a dead standstill. I'm going to put it right touching the grass right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go full throttle, and I'm going to see if it makes it all the way to the top or not. After that, we're going to go ahead and come back down. I'll go ahead and bring on my little brother on here, and we'll see how far we make it up with that, and then we'll move on to the next test. So let's go ahead and test it out now. So full throttle, let's see what it does. And this is no hill assist, so I'm not pedaling at all. I'm just going. No pedaling. And it's going. So we made it up all the way, no problem. Let's go ahead and now come back down the mountain, and we're gonna go ahead and grab my little brother and we'll test it out that way. Coming down, it's really fast. For this next test, like I told you guys, I have my brother right here. We're gonna go ahead and see if it'll also do the hill climb. If it does, I'm gonna be super surprised with this motor. So let's go ahead and try it. That's true. Let's try it out. No pedaling at all. All motor, and we're going, and we didn't make it. I'd say that's pretty good though. So going up with another person, it was a little challenging, I'm not gonna lie. So let's go to the next test. All right, you guys, so for this next test, we're gonna be doing it a little bit off-road. Keep in mind, this is a commuter bike, and this is mainly meant only for on-road use. It's not like my other bikes that you can take them off-road, but I still want to do the testing since I've done it in the past with the other bikes. I just want to see how this one does. Like I said earlier, I think this one has a lot better, stronger motor than the other bikes, so it's very, very torquey. So it should make it up no problem. Just once again, keep in mind it is a commuter on-road bike. It does have street tires. It doesn't have off-road tires like the Tornado. So what we're going to be doing right here, as you can see up front, there is a little hill climb with a little bit of loose gravel. What I'm going to be doing is, once again, no pedal assist, so I'm not going to pedal at all. We're going to do all electric, and we're going to see if it climbs it or not. So let's go ahead and just test this out and see if it does it. So there it is. So it did it like nothing. I did not have no problem, so we'll go ahead and leave it here because I know too many rocks on these tires is not going to be a good thing, so I don't want to put it through that much stress. I just wanted to see how it would do. So right now we're going to go ahead and move on to the next test, which is going to be the brake test. All right, you guys, so for this next test, what I'm going to be doing is, if you see right here behind me, there is a sign. So I'm going to go ahead and start from way back there, and I'm going to go as fast as I can. I'm going to top the bike out, which it tops out about 21 miles per hour. And then once I hit this sign here, which is right there, I'm going to go ahead and slam on the brakes super hard, and we're going to see just how long it takes to stop. I did this with the Tornado, and I did this also with the Flip, so it was cool to see. The Tornado actually has a lot better stopping power than the Flip, just in case you guys were curious. So now I'm going to see how good this one is on stopping. So let's go. All right, you guys, so I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm going to go ahead and now go full speed. So like I said, I'm going to go up to 21 miles per hour, which is the top speed. Let's see what it does. And now. Oh my God. Damn, that's pretty good. The back tire went up. So far this one has the best brakes. So for this next test, you guys actually might see me fall and crack my head. I'm just kidding, that's why I'm wearing a helmet. But you guys might see me fall. So if you look right up top over here, you're gonna notice on one side it is concrete and on the other side it is dirt, and in the middle it's loose rock. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm literally gonna be zigzagging all the way over here, and we're gonna just see how the handling feels on going pretty fast. So let's test it out. I'll see you guys right now. First test. I will not do that again. I will not do that again. That was scary. All right, so one thing that I did notice right now on that last turn, it kind of wobbles. The other bikes never did that, so I don't know. Once again, it's not an off-road bike. I just wanted to see the handling on it. If I did have to go from, you know, concrete to loose gravel, felt a little scary, felt wobbly, but on road it feels good overall. All right, you guys, so for this next test, we're just gonna see how fast it really is. Like I said earlier, the motor on that one, I feel overall is faster than my other bikes, but we're gonna test it anyway. Good thing for us today, we do have the Tornado with us, which is faster than the Flip. So we're gonna test them out. We're gonna go side by side. And just to make things fun, I'm gonna go ahead and let my little brother ride the new bike, and I'm gonna be riding the old bike. On 3, okay? Okay. Full throttle on 3. 1, 2, 3. Why are you doing that? I don't even need to finish. We all know and saw whose is faster. Yeah, that one's clearly a lot faster. This one is, I thought was fast, but I guess not. So once again, that one does have a 750 watt brushless motor, in case you guys were curious. It does have a lot of torque. I'm assuming since it is a cargo commuter bike, it has to have a lot of power to be able to push, you know, your cargo, or to be able to push your kids or anything like that. All right, you guys, so after all that testing, and we just saw this one's a lot faster than the Tornado bike, you're gonna see we're still at full bars. I've done 9 miles on this bike so far. So supposedly, once again, like I said, it's a 35 to 60 plus mile range on this thing. So what I'm gonna be doing next is I'm just gonna go ahead and ride it on full electric. I'm not gonna use any of the pedal assist, and I'm just gonna see how long it'll last. So right now, of course, once again, we're gonna be doing the mileage test, but I also wanna see the top speed and show it to you guys. So you see, the speed does go pretty quick, and it tops out at about 20. One thing I did want to let you guys know is the Ranger actually does have a brighter headlight overall from the Tornado. This one's not bad, but looking at the brand new Ranger one, it's brighter. So heck yeah. Just for those curious, this is the one on the Tornado. That's the headlight on the brand new Ranger bike. So there's your side-by-side comparison. This one actually does have old batteries, so I know it's dying out, but still, I can tell overall the brand new Ranger is a little brighter. I will be honest, the one on the Flip is brighter than both of these. Alright, you guys, so now that we're back where we started, I wanted to show you guys. So we did only about 14 miles. I wanted to show you guys, we did 14 miles and we're still at a full bar. So to me, that looks like it's going to last the full 60 miles that it said. There it is, you guys. Now let's go ahead and just skip to my thoughts. And if you do want to buy it, once again, make sure to check out the description box below. All right, you guys, so now that we've finished up with this quick little video, once again, if you guys do still have questions on it, just go ahead and let me know. I'll be sure to answer them. I didn't want to go too in depth in it because I feel like it's going to be way too long of a video, which I know I did that with the Tornado and I did that with the Flip. And I didn't want to do that with this one. So I kind of try to keep it as simple as possible. And I did take out my brother here, so that way he can kind of also give you your his honest opinions and review on it. But for me overall, once again, as far as the battery life, I mean, we did 14 miles, we did all that rugged testing, you guys saw it on video, and it's still at full bars. So to me, I feel like they once again did not lie about their mileage. The reason I have him here today is because that way you guys also get a different opinion, not just mine. But overall, what'd you think of how it looks? Do you think it looks nice or do you think it's ugly? Compared to the other bike?
It looks...
If you had to choose.
It looks okay. I'd rather choose a that one.
The other one, the Tornado, the
Yeah.
licks are better, right?
I don't like how
This looks.
it's just too much. It's too much bars.
Okay, so good that you mentioned that. So when you guys do get it in the mail, it's gonna come disassembled. You actually do have to assemble it. So the reason I bring that up is because you guys don't have to put this in the back. This cage does come provided for you guys to add another person back here or to luggage your stuff around, but you do not have to add it on. Keep in mind, if you do want it, you have to bolt it on. It's super simple. There's instructions and everything, but you can leave this off if you choose to. So overall, when both of us were on it and we went up that hill, what'd you think of the power?
It was pretty strong. It's
Okay.
good that it was able to hold us both up.
Okay.
Right.
And then what about on the other one? Do you think that one's faster or this one? You saw when we raced it. Which one do you think was
It was
faster?
a lot faster. I definitely won.
What about the color? Do you like the color?
Yeah, it looks good. It matches with the bike.
Heck yeah, and I did that intentionally. So this bike, which is the Tornado one, that one is a gray color. I wanted this one to match as well. But keep in mind, if you don't like the color, don't worry. They do have different options as far as the color set, so you can check that out if you want it. Next thing that I did want to touch on that both of us kind of did notice is the handling. So once again, this is a commuter bike. I don't recommend you take it out off-road or anything like that. If you want an off-road bike, get the KBO Tornado, which is the other bike that I have. That one is meant to be off-road, and I've taken it out and it does well. The handling's good. But as far as for this one, I would seriously, strictly just keep it on concrete, keep it on pavement as a commuter bike. That being said, there is a flaw to it that we both actually noticed. What I noticed on high speeds, if you only have it with one hand, it does wobble. So keep that in mind. Hold two grips if you're going at the top speed. Another thing that we did notice is he is a lot lighter than me. What happened to you on top speed?
I was holding it and it started wobbling and twerking all over the place.
It was twerking, that's definitely for sure. Yeah. Another cool thing that I did see on here is, I know my KBO Flip has this feature, but the Tornado does not. You can actually turn on the headlights with the flip of a button, and the rear light, it actually turns on when you hit the brakes. So that's a cool feature. You don't have to go out and buy some extra lights if you want to ride it at night. So the last thing that we wanted to talk about is who we recommend this to. Once again, my previous bikes, I recommend those to anybody that wants a on-road or off-road bike. I have them for off-road because when I do go camping, I like to take these and take them out on the little fire roads. And on this one, we're going to talk about who should buy this and who should not. So who do you think should buy this?
I would say like people who want like a more cruising experience, like just enjoying the outdoors. Not really much for exercise, but if you want to exercise, you could, because this has a really good battery life and it's good to carry two people. So maybe you can, like, for a little date, just take out someone if you're too broke.
Hey,
that
why
doesn't make
not?
sense.
That's all right. That makes total sense. Someone that doesn't have a car and still wants to take someone on a date, there you guys go. That's going to be one cute date. Whoever does want to buy this, I mean, like he said, we recommend it for people that just want to get out there, maybe on a Saturday morning and just go cruise around the town, maybe go grab some breakfast, something simple. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Bye, YouTube.
All right, let's go eat.
JesseRizo is here for you. It's here for you, now. Like I said, it's super simple. Please feel free to subscribe.